Well, we stay with Moravian College. Their women will get a big test tomorrow when they host nationally ranked Catholic University of America. The Lady Hounds have been beaten just once in 14 games. Tip-off set for 2 p.m. Head coach Mary Beth Spirk is this week's guest on Barber Shop Buzz. Moravian College women's basketball, the buzz on this week's edition of Barber Shop Buzz. The Lady Greyhounds opened the year winning their first 10 ball games. They were beaten by FDU Florham, but now have won 3 more in a row and currently stand at 13-1. And yes, believe it or not, Mary Beth Spirk is in the barber shop. You said to us, Coach, that it's the first time you've ever been in a barber shop. You're not afraid. You're okay here, right?
Well, I'm still a little nervous, but yeah, it's pretty neat. I always said I wanted to get to a barber shop. Didn't know I'd get it this way, but.
Well, I'll keep the scissors out of his hand to protect you there. Coach, talk about your team this year, 13-1 on the season. Did you expect this kind of success from this group?
Honestly, no. I knew we were going to be pretty talented. I thought we're probably a year away, but yeah, I'm very happy where we are right now. It's a great group. They play well together. They bought into the system, and we'll just hopefully can keep it rolling.
Terry, she's on the job for 26 years. That's a rarity in this day and age where coaches talk about burnout. She's given the Lady Greyhounds great consistency.
I just think I see a lot of high school women's basketball because of our assigned officials, and I see the college level, I think, is such a higher level than our high schools. Why is that, Coach?
Well, it's funny that he asked that, because I was thinking I was just at a local game, and part of it is they don't play with a shot clock.
Okay.
And so the pace of the game is different. The guys are playing a little bit faster sometimes, and I think at the high school level, for the girls at least, they play a little bit slower. So when you get to the college game, we're playing with the 30-second shot clock. That's a fast game. You gotta move. So I think that really is a huge difference when they get to the next level.
I went every once in a while. Karen Palmer will call me and ask you to go in. She does some Division II. Wow, and is that a level up? I mean, I was amazed the level of Division II even.
Well, yeah, it's physical.
Yes.
It's physical. Yeah. And in fact, we talk about that all the time with high school players. I have 9 freshmen on the team, and that's one of the biggest things I talk to the freshmen about. You guys got to get stronger, because kids are getting, they're getting beat up, they're falling over, knocked down. So I think the pace and the physicality is, a huge difference.
I think you said the shot clock. I think that could be the answer.
Coach, you had 26 years, as I mentioned. You found, obviously, a home. You're comfortable at Moravian. Number one, why have you stayed 26 years? And number 2, why has Moravian College worked for your career?
Well, there are a couple things. I think, first of all, I've been really blessed with some great kids through the years. Everybody says, oh, coaching. It's really not about coaching. It's about the players that are in your program. And I've had some really terrific, not only great athletes, but great people, also assistant coaches. You can't be a good head coach unless you have good assistants. That, and I really think Moravian as a whole is, they're so supportive of athletics, and it's just it's a great institution to be a part of.
One of the great memories you have to have is that 91-92 team that played for a national championship. You hosted the game at Moravian. You coached the National Player of the Year in Kathy Beck. How often do you allow yourself to wander back to that memorable season? I guess you wound up, 31-2 that year? Yeah,
it was magical. I just got chills thinking about it. So, yeah, anytime I'm feeling a little low, I think about that, and it was fantastic. And I tell the players now, what we're going through. Hey, you don't know if this is going to happen again, so enjoy it, And even if people are saying, oh, well, you're not that good, you're lucky, this, that, it doesn't matter. You got to enjoy it while you're going through it. And yeah, that year was fantastic. Yeah, I think about it every once in a while.
You had a fine playing career yourself at Dickinson College. They're celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Title IX, which was signed in for gender equality by then President Nixon. How has that affected that Title IX? How has it affected your career, and where do you see it going in the future?
Well, for me personally, I was part of, when I was at Dickinson, I played basketball and softball, and the softball team, we were a club for 3 years, and then my senior year, we were intercollegiate, so I experienced it hands-on that we scraped and scrambled to get a team for 3 years. So in that respect, I think it has given girls and women opportunities to play. I mean, I never played basketball till I was in high school. I didn't have an opportunity. We didn't have it in grade school. All I had was volleyball and track. So the opportunities are tremendous for girls right now. And, where it's going, I think it's only just going to keep on getting better and better, hopefully.
You're also a member of a National Coaches Board, I understand. What are I don't want to use the word concerns, but looking forward for the women in sports, not just in basketball, but across the board? What are your concerns as you look forward?
Well, the first thing that jumps to my mind is the number of women in coaching. Generally, not only in basketball, but across the board. What's happened with the Title IX, women have gotten more money, so more men have gone into coaching. And so I think that's a concern for a lot of women, that we need to get more young people in the coaching field.
Mary Beth Spirk, she has coached in her career 19 1,000-point scores, 11 All-Americans, and of course we mentioned the National Player of the Year in Kathy Beck. That'll do it for this week's edition of Barbershop Buzz.
Well, she's really a leader in her field. She is among the active leaders in Division III all-time wins.